Yay! We have returned!
We've returned!
After 5 months!
6 months.
6
months, yeah, because it was
his fault. It's your fault.
It's not wrong. I have been quite busy with a lot of stuff, okay? But I'm telling you, the podcast is back. It's better than ever.
Yay!
We have this amazing sign that Araya has so gracefully given us.
Yeah, our old sign is retired now.
Our old sign is retired. Did we ever use the old sign?
Yes, we used it twice. In every other video that was scrapped. It is currently by my stairs.
But did we ever use it in one of the videos that we posted?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because we had... Never mind.
Yeah, yes.
We had to tape it
We've used it.
We had to tape it to the bookshelf in the first episode. No, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so... What was that demon? I don't know. We both looked over at them. Okay, so...
I'll tell you later what that was.
Sorry, there was a demon in the other room. I don't know what that was. But yeah, it's completely my fault that we've been... Don't nod your head.
I'm agreeing with you.
It's completely my fault that we've been gone so long. I have been busy with work and with other stuff and personal stuff and family stuff, and I just got bit by a dog. But you know what? I still showed up to film.
Yeah, I was very concerned when you texted me that.
Yeah, no, a dog just kind of mauled me yesterday, and yet here she was saying, "Are we still filming tomorrow?" No.
I have the text on my phone.
I'm kidding. I was the one who said, "I'm still coming in tomorrow. I don't care."
Yeah,
my leg may be bandaged up, but I don't. It's been too long to
not
reschedule again. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy Pride Month, yeah.
Yeah. I have a little pin, but I don't think the camera's picking it up.
What percentage of our viewers are gay is the question.
I mean, our sibling watches this, so that's one. Cappy watches it too.
I wonder if they show that in YouTube analytics anywhere. If you just have an option that's like... I don't even know. How would YouTube measure that? If you don't write that you're gay in like your bio or something, it just like looks at your content and sees if you're gay.
I mean, sometimes it's kind of obvious if they're resisting.
Right. Although other times it's not. Like, I'm completely straight. But you would never expect that because of how I act. So, so I guess, yeah. I mean, that's the main... Just busy.
Yeah.
Busy. But I finally have a somewhat consistent schedule.
Yay.
And I should be able to... sorry, I'm scrolling down to the mic audio to see it. I should be able to film once a week.
Yay.
I'm hoping so.
And I'm pretty much free every week, so yeah, I'm pretty fine. I'm good.
I bit down on my lip earlier, and now it's just like...
Tingling,
yeah. I think we decided, so instead of filming Sunday and posting Wednesday, we're going to film whenever we're free and then post Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the new plan?
Yeah.
Just because I found, at least from my work experience and everything, I found that people are most free on Thursday.
Yeah.
Either that or the weekends, but it's summer too, so, like, with the fact that it's summer, most people are free on Thursday.
Yeah. So that's the new plan.
Whoop whoop. Should we talk about, like, the future?
Yeah.
Of the podcast here?
Well, probably, because we have been trying to... We filmed 2 guest episodes, and none of them we were able to post.
Right, so yeah, we should mention... Because I don't think we've talked about this in an episode that we've released yet. I think we filmed 3 now, haven't we, that we scrapped?
Well, we filmed one with Mouse. We filmed one with... Did we ever come up with a name for...
Gaybo, I don't care. Call him whatever you want.
Gay. Filmed one with him.
And then, didn't we film one with just us?
No.
Did we not?
We're going to have to look back, but I think it was just those 2. Because I feel like if we... I don't know why one post one was just us 2.
I don't know either, because we did talk about, like, posting a guest episode for episode 3.
Oh, you're talking about when we... The first episode, and then after that we filmed the second one, but then we didn't do that. I think that's what you're thinking of. So technically,
Probably.
yes.
Probably, yeah. What was I talking about?
Future.
Oh, the future of the podcast.
Future.
Yeah, so we're hoping to have a guest on soon enough.
Please.
I think we have our first guest planned out.
But are we allowed to use a name, or should we come up with a fake name for now?
For now, we'll come up with a fake name, just because I don't know if she what's her name being said. I don't think she'd have a problem with it, but we'll come up with a fake name.
Oh God. I mean, knowing them, what would work?
Blue. Their favorite color is blue.
All right, Blue.
We're gonna call you Blue, and not because you're depressing or anything. I promise. You're.
Oh my God.
You're not depressing. But yeah, so that's in the plans.
Yeah, we
Guest
do.
episode.
Yeah, and then specials if we can figure out what to do.
So, yeah, we were discussing that a bit too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if the podcast ever like really takes off, I've got a couple of plans.
Are they legal?
Somewhat. No,
Brother, please.
Yeah, they're all legal. Technically, some of them in certain locations.
As long as they're legal and I don't end up in a jail cell.
Well, like one of the ones I want to do, I was telling Ray about this, is drift, the drifting episode, because there's a place in Japan where you can legally drift, and I've always wanted to visit it.
I feel like I'm gonna get sick if we do that. I might get sick.
It'd be fun though.
Yeah.
It would be fun. Yeah, and then there's like a shooting range one that could be fun.
Again, do you really want to trust me with a gun?
It'd be really funny.
I don't know if you should trust me with a gun.
It'd be really funny to watch. Because you know I'll be 10 feet away from you at all times.
Yeah, be 10 feet away from me, please.
There's a place where you can legally drive tanks.
I'm not driving a tank.
You're not driving a tank?
I'll watch you do it. I'm not doing it.
I'll drive a tank, guys.
Oh, God. I'll film it for you, but I'm not doing it. I'll crash into something.
Yeah. I mean, those are like the types of specials I have planned if the podcast ever really takes off.
Yeah, one of my ideas was cooking, just because I think that would be fun. Because you know how to cook, I don't know how to cook that well.
So it's just me teaching you how to cook the entire...
Yep. Why not?
I'll be like, give me this much salt, and you'll just like...
I can estimate, kind of.
You can estimate?
I can guess.
Oh, that would be a fun episode then, yeah.
I can guess.
But yeah, so some specials planned. Guest episode.
Hopefully, if we can ever post one.
Right, more episodes like this, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But for today's episode, we like that smooth-ass transition.
Nice.
So for today's episode...
We got conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories, yes.
And I have a list on my phone locked and loaded.
I think we have, 11?
Yeah.
And we're doing a 2-hour episode, too, because just to make up for...
the 6 months.
I feel like that an extra hour for 6 months is kind of not enough, but...
No, it's the best we can do.
It's fine. We'll do a couple of episodes that are like 2 hours or something.
All right. Do you want to do this in order, or just want me to have you pick a random number?
7.
All right, we're doing Nessie.
Nessie.
The Loch Ness Monster, who lives in Scotland.
So explain exactly what this conspiracy theory states. Because we don't have our own like Jamie or like the person off in the chair in the corner.
No, we don't have one of those.
We
fired both of the people who applicated for it. We fired both of them.
We fired both of them, so we don't really have a third person
to do research. So we gotta do it ourselves.
Right now, but we will eventually.
All right, so I'm gonna look up Nessie. The only thing I know about Nessie is that she lives in Scotland in a lake.
So yeah, the legend goes that the Loch Ness Monster lives in Lake Nessie. I think the lake is called Nessie.
Yeah.
Lives in Lake Nessie, and
That's a very big paragraph.
And it's big. Do you want to read it out? We have plenty of time. We got 2 hours. So.
Yeah, all right. The legend of Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, is a popular myth about a creature said to inhabit the Loch Ness in Scotland. So, yeah, it's named after her. Or they just call her that because of the lake.
Yes.
Sightings of the monster often described as a large, long-necked creature have been reported for centuries, with the earliest dating back to the 6th century. I don't know what that far back. Jeez. The mono legend gained traction in 1933 with the first widely public. I can't speak today. I need help with that word.
The first widely publicized photograph of the monster.
Thank you. I can't speak today. Well, many photos. I can't read.
Just read the rest of it?
Yeah, I can't read today. I'm tired.
That's fine. While many photos and sonar explorations have been conducted, no conclusive evidence has been found to prove Nessie's existence. Okay.
Now for the big, do you believe in Nessie?
Not in the lake.
I mean,
probably in the ocean.
It's possible that she could exist.
Because all Nessie really is a plesiosaur. If you search up a plesiosaur, it looks.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's literally. I think I'm thinking of the right dinosaur. I hope so. That could either be the right dinosaur or it could be a tiny snail. It's one of the two. We're gonna hope it's the right dinosaur.
How do you spell plesiosaur? Because I'm gonna see if you're right.
Plesiosaur. Was I right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna click one of these pictures. That's a plesiosaur.
Yeah.
And then if you look at a picture of Nessie, that's pretty much the same thing. So it's very plausible that she exists, but maybe not in the lake.
Because, it did exist at one point, even if we're not talking about modern day. But the problem with, Nessie living in the lake is that the food supply, because there's nothing in there big enough for her to kind of feast on, especially to live that long while feasting on it.
Is the lake connected to anything, or is it just a lake?
I don't know. I think...
Because if it was connected to something, it would make sense if people saw her there and then she went back to the ocean to get food. That's the only way you can think of it, if she's real and she's trying to eat.
It'd still be really weird for her to go into the lake, though. I don't think the lake's connected to anything.
Alright.
But if it is, it'd still be weird for her to just, go in the lake and then go back out, I would think.
Yeah. That's just the best words I can think of why she'd be in the lake.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is the problem with... Because a creature that big...
You can't really fit in a lake.
Well, and most of the large stuff in the ocean, at least as far as I know, lives deep down. And so having it be in a lake, you're right on the surface. And so... Sorry, there's still demon cells coming from the other room.
I'm not trying to ignore
it. You're right on the surface. All Nessie would have to feast on is, small little fish.
Yeah.
And that
or people who fall in if she's that hungry.
I didn't even think about that. She's eating the population. No. I definitely. I mean,
it's plausible.
Something like that could exist in that lake. Probably not.
No.
Just because of how biology works, but in the ocean, and especially the deeper ocean, I can imagine it because it's only something like. I think we've explored more on the surface of Mars than our own oceans.
Yeah. I know there's a huge chunk of the ocean we haven't explored, and that's terrifying to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only I could be completely wrong here, and I probably am, so you can fact check me on this, but...
I will.
I think it's 7% of our ocean has been explored or something. Just search up what percentage of our ocean has been explored.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's 7% or something. I know it's a small number.
Yeah.
Because we have no idea what is in...
Roughly 5% of the ocean has been physically seen or visited by humans. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more terrifying. That's more scary.
I mean, you have sonar and stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's accounting for that, but
isn't it if you go too deep in the ocean, it will be compressed and then just break?
Oh yeah, it'll crush you. The
pressure will just crush until you die.
The deeper down you go into the ocean, the more pressure you have on you, which is why the Ocean Gate capsule exploded.
Oh.
You remember whenever that whole thing happened?
Oh yeah.
The Titanic submarine.
Mm-hmm. And then didn't that submarine implode not too long ago?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what's crazy about that is that the implosion happened in like 0.1 milliseconds or something, and the brain's response time is like 0.3 milliseconds, so they didn't even feel any pain or anything.
There were humans in the submarine when then?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just a submarine.
No, I think it was like 5. Like,
oh God.
No, they were rich too. They were like millionaires. That went down there.
Oh.
That just went kaboom. But
rest in peace.
Yeah, no. But I learned that recently. Is that I just shook the camera. I hate that. The tech
wobbly table.
The tech guy in me is. But yeah, no. They figured out that like the implosion time was quicker than the brain's pain response time.
Huh.
So they didn't feel any pain.
Oh,
it was really
nice.
just like, and then gone, which is crazy.
At least it was quick and painless.
That got morbid really quickly. But
it's us. It's always gonna go morbid.
Yeah, the pressure, and then that's where the bends comes from, for divers, because they dive down, and then you have to do like special breathing techniques whenever you come back up and stuff, or else your lungs are used to the pressure under there, and they're gonna get crushed, or they like implode or something whenever they go back up to the surface level with that pressure.
This is why I'm never gonna go in the ocean.
I would love to, but
I'm good with just a pool.
I would love to go in the ocean, but my main fear is like being in very deep water on the surface and like you look down and you can't see anything.
Nope.
That's my main fear.
Nope.
Or even worse, the water's clear, you can see down, and you just see like whales and sharks and stuff right underneath you.
Ooh.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
So that's my fear with the ocean. But like if I was like with a safety team and everything, and I knew they like had my back if anything happened, I'd definitely go diving.
Yeah.
It's terrifying though. I also used to work at a zoo though.
Oh yeah, you're used to animals.
So I'm kind of used to dealing with animals and somewhat dangerous animals and stuff like that. I guess the animals at the zoo weren't really like dangerous, but...
Also, you forgot to explain something earlier.
What? Oh. Oh yeah, I guess that was a shock. That's a shock to viewers.
I just realized we forgot to explain this.
I used to look more like Mr. Clean, so don't...
You
Guys,
are Mr. Clean.
How should I explain this? I was going to make a really dark joke, but I'm not going to make that joke.
Family friendly. Family friendly!
Well, I was going to say...
Oh, God. No!
But I won't make that joke.
God, I hope the mic did not pick that up.
So, I shaved my head.
Your hair was so much better back then, dude.
Yeah. She said I would have to explain it on the podcast, but I'm not going to. There's no explanation. My mom and I were sitting there one day, and I went, hey, wouldn't it be hilarious if I just shaved my head out of nowhere and didn't tell anyone and let them figure it out? And I did it.
Ben had to... Dang it. Bleep that. Gay had to tell me.
I don't think he already said he doesn't have a problem with his name being used.
Oh, well, never mind. Well, Ben had to tell me.
Well, don't, just start saying it.
No.
24/7.
I said it once. I've said it...
3 times.
I said it twice.
You said it back to back just now.
Yeah, twice. That's not 3.
No, but you said it earlier, too. You said it once, and then you said, oh, dang it. And then you said his name, double.
I didn't say it double. I could probably be wrong. Either way, my bad, but we're fine. I'm fine.
You're good.
Yeah, he had to tell me about this.
It's amazing. What do you mean? Do I not look absolutely stunning? No, I don't.
No.
No.
I'm sorry, brother. No.
I could tell I was getting the meanest stink eye from even though I was looking at the...
I'm sorry.
Even though I was looking forward.
Yeah, alright. We're moving on.
I think it looks amazing.
Alright.
I'm definitely growing it back out, though. I'm not ever shaving it again. I was just
Thank
wouldn't
God.
that be funny?
Thank God. Alright, pick another number.
I will say one more thing about my hair. I was like, wouldn't it be funny? Most people, almost cried whenever they found out that I had shaved my head.
I was just like, why?
One of my friends, I won't say their name, but, they came, one of my coworkers, actually, came into work, and she was like, why do you shave your head? She was on the verge of tears.
Oh, God.
Whenever she figured it out. And that's how the majority of people reacted. They all were like, why did you do that?
I was just confused.
I guess my hair was my best feature. I don't know.
Eh.
I don't know.
Alright, pick a number, dude. We're going back on track.
We just did 7, right?
Yeah, we did 7.
24. No, I'm kidding.
You have 11.
2.
The world is flat. This one makes me so angry. I'll let you go on a science rant. I'll let you this time.
I believe the world is flat.
Don't do this to me. Don't. Just don't, man. Please.
You'll let me go on a science rant, huh?
Just not for an hour.
Well, it's always been funny to me because every like conspiracy theorist who's run a test to see if the world is flat always comes back with like an answer that proves that it's round. Like there was one flat earther that he put 2 pillars super far away from each other with a hole in them, and he shined a flashlight through them. And he said, if the Earth is flat, you should be able to see the flashlight through both holes. If it's curved, then you're not going to, because the wall's going to be blocking it. Sure enough, he couldn't see the flashlight no matter what he did. So there's that. There's also just like, I don't know, with the flat Earth theory too, it's funny because they have to keep on adding stuff to it to make it work. Because like they're like, the Earth is flat. Okay, well now we need a giant ice wall around the Earth, because that's another part of it. We need a giant ice wall around the Earth to prevent the water from just going off the sides. And then now you have to think about all the other planets. Are the other planets round? And if so, why would the Earth be flat when all the other planets are still spherical? That doesn't make much sense. There's some people who believe they're like hexagonal and stuff. And I'm just like, why?
There's picture proof that it's round.
Yeah. You could take a flat earther up to space and they still wouldn't believe that it's round. In fact, they've done that before. They've taken him up into space and to where they could see the curvature of the Earth and they still thought it was flat.
Oh, God.
I could go on like an hour-long rant about... I'm not going to for the sake of time.
Thank you.
I could go on an hour-long rant about how the physics of our Earth work and everything, and why it's just not possible.
I guarantee you, if you did that, that would go over Mouse's head very quickly.
Because, like, I mean, you look at, like, literally anything about this planet, and it's proof that it's round. So anything that happens on this planet in terms of weather, or in terms of the sun, or in terms of the moon, prove that it's round. Because it wouldn't make sense if it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how you could believe the Earth is flat. Because also, why would the toilets in Australia swirl backwards? That's an actual thing.
What? Why?
Because it's on the other side of the Earth.
Oh.
So here, they swirl clockwise, I think.
I don't know.
But in Australia, they swirl counterclockwise because it's on the other side of the Earth.
Huh.
Yeah. And then, I mean, that's not even getting started on, like, the Earth's magnetic field, or different horizon cycles, or...
Okay, you're going on science, Ryan, dude.
I'm not going into detail. I'm just saying all the proof there is.
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not... Anything I say on this, I'm going to go into a rant on it, so... To keep it as simple as possible...
The Earth is not flat.
The Earth is not flat. Because it wouldn't make sense for the Earth to be flat at all.
Alright. Pick another number.
You pick one.
Alright. We're gonna do 3, because I just want...
Oh no.
Prince Charles is a vampire.
Okay. Now hear me out. This one's true, okay? I fully believe in this one.
I'll look up your evidence for you.
I fully believe in this one, okay? That man is 100% a vampire. If he's not a vampire, he's a zombie. There is no doubt in my mind about that, because that man... No. Well, he's dead now.
Oh.
I think so, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care about the royal family.
Okay, how do I look this up?
I don't care about the royal family. Search up Prince Charles ill. That's gonna bring up some crazy search results, but... And then go to images.
Yeah, I did. I'm not seeing that much.
You're not seeing that much?
I mean...
Hold up, I'll find it.
Oh, wait, never mind. I found it. I found it.
Yeah, show the... He doesn't look that bad on camera, honestly.
Oh, that's a glare. Hold on. There we go.
No, that man is a zombie or a vampire. One of the two. And you will not tell me otherwise.
He looks so... The dark circles under his eyes. Is he not asleep?
He's just old. Well, he's dead now, but he was old. What's the actual theory behind that, though? Like, what's the actual conspiracy theory? Because that was one that, like, we searched up.
Yeah.
And it was an actual conspiracy theory. I just thought it was a joke. I just assumed it was a joke because of how he looks.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't know if there's actually a conspiracy theory behind that or not.
Maybe someone just made a meme out of it and everyone thinks that now. Because they realized he looks terrifying.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
There's something wrong with it. There was something wrong with him.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You look at him and it's like uncanny valley, I'm telling you. You look at him and you're like, that's not a human.
No.
That dude is going to go for my neck the second that he sees me.
Well, either someone staked him or he wasn't a vampire.
I feel like he's about to come at me with force lightning in a
Like
cloak.
Yoda?
No, like Palpatine.
Oh!
With how he looks.
Wrong person.
You shall be known as Darth Vader.
I watched that movie yesterday with our producer.
Oh yeah, which one?
The one we were just talking about.
Revenge of the Sith, or
the one where he just turns into Palpatine.
Yeah,
he turns really ugly.
That's Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best Star Wars movie, dude.
It was
100%. Cheesy, but
I didn't want to slap Anakin so badly. I just wanted to.
You turned her against me. Yeah,
why'd you go British for that?
That dialogue. I go British all the time.
Yeah, alright. But yeah, French Rose is a vampire, no doubt. He is just a vampire.
If not a vampire, he's something. Because I'm telling you.
He was something.
The second that man sees me out in public, I can already tell he's going to be sprinting at me. I
don't know if I want to see an old man sprint.
Actually, no. Knowing him, he wouldn't be sprinting. He'd be hovering towards me. He'd be like an inch off the ground, just like this, with his hands curled over, trying to come at me.
Well, he would have, but he's dead.
Good point. Yeah, no, I
You rest in peace, though, Prince Charles. Rest in peace. But there's something going on with you, man.
Well, he's dead now. I don't. You said there's something going on with you, man.
Well, yeah, there was something going on with him. Alright, your number.
5.
The moon isn't real.
I'm gonna leave the set. The moon isn't real.
That's a... I want to know who came up with that. Who looked at the sky and said, that's not real?
How would tides work?
How would the millions of pictures we have of the moon work?
Like, you can if you go to any beach, there's tides. Without the moon, there's not going to be tides. That's just how it works.
I don't know how else we can explain this.
How is that even a conspiracy theory, though?
I don't know.
If you didn't have a moon, then you wouldn't have anything pulling the water away from the planet. So I don't... I mean, I guess...
I think whoever came up with that theory has a smooth brain.
I think it's more so like a joke conspiracy theory, kind of.
I'm hoping it is.
Because there's no way someone genuinely believes that the moon just isn't there.
I'm praying that's actually real.
Like someone just...
That's not the case.
Yeah. Like someone just like... How would that even work? Someone just like took a giant like cardboard cutout and put it in the sky? Because you can go outside and see the moon right now.
I probably could, yeah.
So does someone just have like a giant permanent cardboard cutout of the moon?
That's painted really well.
Either that or a new conspiracy theory.
Oh,
everyone has microchips that lets them see like this ball in the sky that's not there.
Don't feed into their conspiracy theories.
I'm telling you, moon's not real, guys.
I feel like the science in you just died a little when you said that. I feel like you just died.
It saddens me that as much as a lot of people joke about it, there are genuinely some people who think it's real.
They need help.
And that saddens me. That saddens me because I don't know why I'm saying saddens. Like it's that upsets me because I don't how could you not? I don't know, man. And then that kind of also invalidates. I think you have the moon landing was faked on there, right?
Yeah. You know what? We should just do that one next. Yeah, moon landing was fake.
This one annoys me to no end.
I think the only evidence they have is because the flag was like moving. I think that was their evidence for it.
Yeah, it had a motor. It had a motor in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, the flag they brought up there because they wanted it to wave like it does on Earth because it's the American flag.
Yeah.
And it would kind of look awkward if they were just on TV with like a still flag, like a Lego piece that they just plant on the ground. No, they have a motor in it so that it waves back and forth.
Oh, I think that was the only reasoning they had for it because the flag is moving.
Here's the thing about the moon landing being faked. Number one, it annoys me because there were astronauts who like died in tests and stuff. So it kind of invalidates their death. Like the original 3 astronauts that were supposed to go to the moon got in, like did all the test runs and everything. One of the test runs, there was an oxygen leak into the main cabin and it caught fire. And all of them burned.
Oh, rest in peace.
And so if you say the moon landing isn't real, you are kind of invalidating those deaths and the deaths of a lot more people.
Oh, God.
So there's that. That's what really annoys me about it.
Ugh.
But also, it's like, that's like the greatest thing humanity has ever achieved.
Yeah.
Like, technologically, at least. Because we went there on the power of a phone. Actually, less than the power of a phone. The entire Saturn V rocket that took our astronauts to the moon had less than the power of your smartphone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well...
Yeah, no. Most of what the Saturn V was analog computers. So, like, the crank computers.
Oh, boy.
And, they had to pilot it manually.
That's impressive.
Which is insane because they had just the right amount of fuel to get there. So it would be like driving a car to the next gas station, but you have the exact right amount of fuel to get there. And if you like even turn the car barely, you're gonna not have enough fuel to make it to the gas station. So imagine that. That's how impressive that was. So it invalidates that, but also, I mean, I feel like it would be harder to fake it than to actually go to the moon.
Yeah. Because
in order to fake it, they have to come up with legitimate plans, because you can go online and find like the instructions for the Saturn V rockets and everything. You can find all of the building plans for them, you can find the materials, you can find the gas they used, you can find like anything you want about that rocket. Anywhere online. So in order to fake it, they would have had to come up with a real rocket design that could take us to the moon, and then just not build it.
Yeah.
So, but they would have had to build a fake model that probably would cost about the same as the real one would to build. So why not just go to the moon at that point? That's the main thing. That's my main point, because if you're gonna fake all of the instructions to build it, if you're gonna fake the actual rocket, if you're gonna fake the actual landing,
just do it at that point.
Just do it, because it would take just as much effort to fake it as it would to actually do it.
Yeah.
Maybe less risk, but that's about it. So, I don't really understand that one either.
Neither do I.
Because, like, it doesn't make sense. Now, fuel costs would probably, like, obviously you wouldn't have to pay for fuel if you faked the mission, but
yeah.
At the same time, actually you would, because you'd have to launch the fake rocket, because there was people with cameras set up on the beaches watching the rocket launch. Of all of the Saturn V, or all of the Apollo missions. So,
that's a lot of money to fake something.
So in order to fake it, you'd still have to launch the fake rocket into orbit. And have it full of fuel, because you can see where the fuel line is. So it makes no sense why you wouldn't just go to the moon at that point.
I don't know.
But no, also, like, they're also saying another piece of evidence for that was that,
someone alerted.
It's fine. Yeah. Microsoft Teams, it's fine.
Ah.
That's our interview for the podcast. No, I don't have any of those.
Alright.
We're not big enough to have those.
No.
Although, we'll bring that up later. But no, the other piece of evidence was like the sand. Whenever you watch like the moon dust in the video, yeah, not sand. And whenever you watch the moon dust in the video, it falls like it has normal gravity to it. But that's also because the moon barely has an atmosphere. I feel like a lot of people, they assume the moon has no atmosphere.
That's fair.
Because for some reason, everyone I've talked to, they're like, oh yeah, the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. And it's like, the moon has an atmosphere. It's just a lot weaker than Earth's. So asteroids can get through, which is why there's so many craters and stuff.
Oh.
But it still has an atmosphere. It still has gravity. Otherwise, the astronauts would just float away. The second they got there. It would be a lot more awkward if we got to the moon and hopped out, and then the astronaut just started like floating off into the distance.
Peace out.
All I can think is, this is Major Tom to ground control.
What?
I'm stepping through the door.
Alright, man.
Major Tom. Who's that song by?
I don't even know you're singing.
You don't know that song?
Mm-mm. I'm scared to know.
Is it Elton John? It's not Elton John. I don't know. I think maybe it is Elton John.
Just don't look it up. We're not getting copyrighted.
No. But yeah, so it would be from my perspective at least, it would be just as hard to fake it as it would to actually go there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense to me why you would fake it, because
it's gonna cost the same amount of money.
It's gonna cost about the same amount of money, yeah. And you might as well just actually go to the moon. But also, it was the greatest like technological advancement we've ever made in history. So just saying that didn't happen is crazy. And also, a lot of the people, I'm not going to get political, but a lot of the people who say the moon landing was faked are very like patriotic.
Oh God.
Which is crazy to me, because I would think if you were truly patriotic,
you would believe in the moon landing?
You would want to believe that probably the greatest thing the United States has ever done
is go to the moon.
In our history was go to the moon. So you'd probably want to believe that if you were actually patriotic.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's I don't know.
Weird.
There's no reason that it would be faked.
No. We don't believe.
And we're going back next year. We're not landing on the moon next year. But we are, the Artemis missions. If NASA doesn't get its funding cut, even more than it already has. Once again, not getting political. You can believe in whatever you want. But I feel like taking away our space program's money.
You're not the best move?
It's probably the worst move we can make, considering we're ruining the planet as it stands. So I feel like, is that the nervous laugh of politics coming up? I'm not going to get political.
No,
I'm just saying
we're not doing that here.
I'm just saying I would think, because we're ruining our planet, you'd want to invest more into getting to other planets.
Yeah.
As opposed to cutting that funding entirely. And probably putting it into like factories and stuff that'll ruin the planet more. But.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, if it doesn't get cut, the Artemis missions will be a lot of fun to watch. And we'll be back on the moon.
That would be kind of fun to watch. I'd watch that.
We'll be back on the moon hopefully by like 2040.
Yeah. Alright, do you want me to pick or do you want you to pick?
You can pick.
Alright. We'll go with the Frozen one. This one's kind of funny to me.
Oh, the Walt Disney's head?
Yeah, and that's pretty smart if you think about it hard enough.
Do you want to explain what it is, or do you want me to?
Alright, I got it. You've been talking a lot. You need a break.
Excuse me?
Well, you have been. I'm being nice.
Okay.
Alright, so from what I researched, Disney made Frozen so they could distract from the theory that Walt Disney's head is frozen. So if you look up Walt Disney Frozen, it just comes up with the movie, not the articles about his head, which in my opinion is pretty smart to do. Because I don't think they want children looking up Walt Disney Frozen and then seeing articles about a decapitated head that's frozen somewhere, if that's what he did.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's pretty smart move if they actually did that, if his head is actually frozen.
Do you believe his head is frozen?
I have no idea, man.
What do you think?
I mean, eh.
Because the original rumor of Walt Disney's head being frozen is that it's frozen under Disney.
Oh.
Under Disney World. That's why they wanted to distract from it, apparently, by making Frozen.
I want to, but it's really it's weird.
Now, to be fair, Walt Disney was a really weird guy.
Yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate a bit here, because
not devil's advocate.
Because it'll be funnier if I like say the craziest stuff I can imagine.
Family friendly. We're keeping it family friendly until we're old enough.
Well, yeah, clearly. What am I going to say about...
I don't know!
Walt Disney did 9/11. No, what would I say about
bleep that?
We don't have to bleep that. It was an event in history. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Walt Disney was an interesting guy.
He's better than the current Disney right now! You cannot fight me on that.
I can very much fight you on that.
Well, have you seen what Disney's been doing recently? They're kind of going downhill.
I don't... Okay, well, in terms of, like, movies and stuff,
they're going downhill with movies.
I don't think you know the type of man that Walt Disney was.
I don't really. I just know he just made Disney.
Well, he was very racist.
Oh, God dang it. Never mind. I didn't know anything about him. Never mind. Dang it.
I gave you a look whenever you said he's better than current Disney execs.
I didn't see that. My bad.
You know, Walt Disney...
Never mind, he sucks.
Walt Disney, from what I've seen, was not a very good man.
Never mind, he sucks.
Now, making Disney, I feel like that's a pretty good thing. But him as a person...
Never mind.
He was not a good man.
I don't know anything about Walt Disney other than him making Disney.
I don't want to, like, falsely accuse him of anything because I haven't read much into it.
Neither have I.
I just know he was very racist. I'm pretty sure he was an anti-Semitist.
I'm gonna need to...
Like Nazi levels of...
Dang it!
Yeah.
What? Why?
So, I could be wrong about that, but from what I've seen, he wasn't a good guy. So...
Disney's a weird topic, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
I don't know.
I mean, it seems like something he would do, considering that.
Right.
It's possible, yeah.
And I can imagine him doing... Do I think it's underneath Disney? No.
Probably not.
Because that'd be a crazy place to put it.
If it is frozen, where do you think he would want his head?
He'd probably have it in one of those, like, cryo centers that keep the bodies frozen.
Huh.
Have you seen those?
No.
Really rich people pay for their bodies to get cryo frozen in hopes that one day we'll be able to, like, repair the cells and everything to bring them back to life.
Oh, God. So does Disney want to live his life as a head?
I guess so. Little do they know. Here's the thing about cryo freezing, is that it destroys your cells. So really rich people pay for it in hopes that one day we'll have technology to repair cells.
They're destroying cells.
Which we probably will have that technology one day.
At this point, maybe.
But at the same time, it's a huge scam, because I don't think... Number one, those centers are going to have to stay open for, like, hundreds of years.
Yeah. What happens if they close?
That's the problem.
Are they just going to bury all those bodies?
I don't know. But yeah, so that's never made much sense to me. Walt Disney's head, I don't know.
It's interesting.
If I'm playing into it, then, like, it is an interesting theory that it was, like, frozen and it's underground. It's also an interesting theory that Disney made Frozen
to cover it up.
So whenever you search up Disney Frozen or Walt Disney Frozen, it comes up with the movie instead of the head. But, I mean, if we're being completely honest here, pulling back the curtains a second, pretty sure Disney made Frozen so they could make money and sell products.
Yeah, they're making another. They're making another one.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's like what, Frozen 4?
Yeah.
Why? How many adventures can they go on?
In my opinion, they should have stopped at 3.
They should have stopped at 1.
I liked it.
The first one was the only good Frozen movie.
I mean, the second one wasn't bad. I liked it.
My girlfriend's little brother runs around singing Frozen. And it's kind of adorable.
What?
Let it go.
Oh.
Let it go.
God, whenever I can never hear that song the same anymore, just because I've heard it so many times. It's a little annoying.
Can't hold it back anymore.
Dear God.
Land me a role in an acapella group or something. I don't know. I'd do great.
You just join choir, dude.
I don't want to join choir.
Boo.
Sounds like y'all suck. It sounds like
your girlfriend is in choir. Do you want to say that? You know she's gonna watch. You know she's gonna watch this.
y'all suck. Y'all are great.
Thank you. Rude.
I think that's it on that theory. I don't really know what else we can say about that. Do you believe in it?
Yeah, I can. I'm skeptical, but it's possible.
I'd say it's possible.
Yeah.
I'd say it's very likely.
Very. Alright, what do
I was joking, but okay.
Yeah. What do you want to do now?
You pick another one.
Alright, we'll do fake snow. We talked about this yesterday in the meeting.
Is this the Bill Gates one?
Yeah. The one from the meeting.
What is this about? Search it up. Like, what is this about exactly?
Right. From what I read, I think Bill Gates... Didn't you tell me that Bill Gates wanted to prove climate change or something like that?
That's what I assumed it was about, because the article that we saw literally just said Bill Gates creates fake snow.
Yeah.
With no other context. So what I assumed it was about was like him like making snow for climate change or something was the theory.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to say, okay, you...
A claim circulated on social media. Oh, you're using Google AI?
That just comes up whenever I search something up now.
Yeah, Gemini. A claim circulated on social media, particularly on TikTok, that the snow during the 2021 Texas winter storm was fake or man-made and engineered by the government, with some users specifically blaming Bill Gates.
What did Bill Gates do?
These claims drew inspiration from Gates' work related to climate change. So yeah,
oh, okay.
Specifically a Harvard research project called SCOPX, ScopeX, I guess. That is exploring methods to dim the sun to lower the Earth's temperature.
Are they trying to say that he's God?
So this theory claims that Bill Gates is God. No.
God.
Well, we can control the weather to a decent.
Yeah.
To like a
but
certain
what
degree.
Did they fake snow? Just for that.
For the Texas disaster, I would hope not, because so many people died in that.
Let's hope there are still good people out in the world that would not do that.
I don't think Bill Gates faked this.
I don't know why specifically Bill Gates, but who is he exactly? I don't know who he is.
Bill Gates?
Yes, who is he? I don't know anything about this man.
Founder of Microsoft.
Ah, that's who he is. Alright.
I think he's the founder. I know he owns Microsoft.
Ah.
Big climate change activist.
Alright. I knew that
Just
thing I read.
Really rich, generic white guy.
Okay.
That's the best way I can describe it.
Generic white guy.
Really rich, generic white guy.
Alright.
Do
I believe that? No. No.
Our government can control weather to a certain degree.
But I don't think they're that evil to fake a entire storm that killed a lot of people.
I don't think it'd be over Texas either.
Why specifically Texas, too?
Well, that's the thing. Texas is the worst place you could do it if you were testing that, because Texas is not made for snow. So what they're talking about is the snow disaster of 2021, I think, where people died because all over Texas, power was out completely.
Oh.
Pipes were bursted everywhere because the pipes were frozen over, and obviously Texas is always hot, so the pipes aren't made to get frozen. And they didn't have snow plows because they've never had snow really.
Oh.
So it was like the snow was like just piled super high.
Ew.
There was blizzards. It was a bad situation.
Oh God. I hope for the people who were okay, I hope they're okay now.
Yeah. Yeah, every place was shut down. Even hotels didn't have power. So,
Yeah, I would figure not.
So, yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Ugh.
Do I think it was caused by Bill Gates? I
No.
don't.
No.
I think it was caused by Bill Gates. I think Bill Gates
Is God
really hated the fact that Texas wasn't playing enough Xbox, and so he caused it to snow and blizzard because he was just really, really annoyed at them for no reason.
Fun fact that I've only played on an Xbox like maybe 4 or 5 times.
You monster.
I don't. I mean, our producer has an Xbox. I could use that if I wanted, but he uses it.
I love how we call him our producer.
I don't know if he wants me to say who he is, so I'm saying producer. I'm playing it safe.
You said it earlier, and I was like, "Who's she talking about?" And then I realized.
Yeah, you called him that at first, so let's play along with it.
And then, yeah.
Oh wait, I think that's next. I think that's an Xbox right there.
That's an Xbox One.
We got Xbox One.
That's an Xbox One. I think that's the Xbox One X.
Oh.
So the fancy Xbox One.
I don't know. I don't know an Xbox. I just know it's a gaming console.
Xbox is superior. That's the next conspiracy theory we'll talk about.
That's not even on the list.
It's not even on the list, but it's not even a conspiracy theory. Is Xbox or PlayStation better?
I don't think I've ever played on a PlayStation. So I don't have an opinion on the matter.
Don't. PlayStation suck.
Okay, I'll take your word for that, because I trust you.
Great, yeah. Say it into the camera. Xbox is way better.
Xbox is way better.
Great. I have it on record.
Okay.
You just annoyed the entire gaming committee.
Probably, but I don't care. I don't really play games.
If anyone who plays video games watches that video, they're going to attack you in the comments.
For what? I've never played the PlayStation, and I've played Xbox like 4 times.
No, it's a stupid...
All the 4 times, they played nicely.
Yeah, no, it's a stupid concept. The entire, gaming war is a stupid concept. Xbox versus PlayStation. And it shouldn't be a thing.
I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't entered that fight yet.
They have.
Oh, great, they have.
Oh, yeah. But Nintendo also just...
kind
of outdoes both of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've played Nintendo more than I've ever played an Xbox.
Nintendo
is odd.
Honestly, I've come to like Nintendo more than Xbox just because...
You're gonna get hated now. They're coming for both of us now.
Just because I'm getting to the age where I'm almost an adult.
Yeah.
And I think the older I get... I don't know why I'm saying this like I'm 30. The older I get, the more I just, I don't really want to play, competitive games or anything. I more so just want to play party games.
Mm. I mainly play Mario Kart with our producer, and then I play FNAF.
Yeah. So that's, of course, FNAF.
Yeah, my parents got it for me.
I'm joking. But,
I won't play that now. I'm going to play it after this if I remember to do it.
Gaming episode?
Oh, hell yeah.
But...
You're probably destroying me, though.
Yeah, but, yeah, I think the older I get, the more so I just like more chill, laid back, party games.
I play a party game with you.
And Xbox is very much not chill, laid back party games for the most part.
No, isn't
Xbox?
Doesn't Xbox have Modern Warfare 3, 4, and then Call of Duty?
Yeah, it's got all of the Call of Duties, all the Halos, all the.
And then GTA.
You're gonna get cussed out if you go on Xbox for long enough. If you join a public lobby, they will call you a racial slur.
Oh, probably. That's why I don't really do Xbox.
That's just how Xbox is.
Mm.
But no, I mean, yeah. Every time I play video games now, I just kind of I want to play something relaxing.
Mm.
Just kind of chill out.
Although, Xbox is going to go through the roof after GTA 6 finally launches, I think.
If it launches on Xbox.
I think it is.
It's supposed to.
In next year.
Also, GTA 5 launched on PC only for the first 6 months.
Oh.
It was released, and I have a feeling they're going to do the same thing with GTA 6. Because,
so not. Otherwise, people are going to start rioting.
Yeah, because they keep delaying it. Honestly, at this point, for me, with GTA 6, I'm going off on a whole nother rant here, but
it's fine.
I mean, we still have. It's only been an hour.
Yeah, we got another hour of this.
For me, I think it's already been too long.
Yeah.
For GTA 6, that even if it releases, they're going to have to do something really special. Because video games nowadays, you have to be innovative, or else, no one's going to want to play it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they did get the hype up a little bit with the Xbox thing that's basically a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, the handheld Xbox?
Yeah, the Ally, I think that's what it's called. That looked really cool.
That does look really cool.
I think they did get the hype up a little bit more because you can play GTA 6 on it.
Yeah, it's basically just
an Xbox in your hands, from what I've seen.
It's just an upgraded Steam Deck.
Mm.
It's another handheld console that was made by Steam. I'm hoping the Xbox handheld has Steam on it.
Oh, that'd be oh my god, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah, if you could have all of the Steam games, that would be a ton of fun.
I could play FNAF.
But yeah, I mean GTA 6, it definitely looks cool. And
it does, because I watched the trailer because I know our producer loves it, so yeah. I watched it. It was really cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's just they're gonna have to have something super special.
Yeah, because they delayed it a full year. They told us it was gonna come this year.
Well, they keep on delaying it.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Do they actually have an actual release date? Because I know it's coming next year.
No, I think it's just sometime 2026 or something. Yeah. They're going to have to do something really special with it, and I don't really think they're going to be able to.
Initial release date May 26, 2026.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, yeah. Because the other thing is, what? The new-gen consoles have been around 5 or 6 years already.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the time that I guess it'll be 5 years, because they released during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
By the time they release it, because usually there's a new-gen console every, decade or so.
Yeah.
So by the time they release it, we're already halfway through the lifespan of this console.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're going to have to... I don't know. Because that game is going to take a while to bring to, new consoles.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to update all of those graphics, all of the mechanics, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, at this point, I'm wondering if it wouldn't just be better for them to wait until a new console releases.
Maybe.
And release it on that
instead. They could do... there are allies coming around Christmas, or... that could kind of work.
Yeah. I'm more so talking about, new-gen consoles with, all of the new... new hardware and stuff.
If they try... Imagine if they tried to do it on the Switch 2, because that's relatively new.
On the Nintendo Switch 2?
That's relatively new.
Playing GTA 6.
I'm saying that'd be funny if they tried to do that. If they tried to do that, that'd be really funny.
Oh yeah, playing GTA 6 on the Nintendo Switch 2 at about 2 frames per second. You might walk around and it might be super pixelated, and you might be moving like that because of how laggy the game is. It'll work great, don't worry. Doesn't Fortnite run at 30 FPS on the Switch 1?
I've never played Fortnite in my life.
Really?
No, I've never played it.
Lucky.
There's so much controversy with Fortnite. People love it or just hate it.
Yeah.
I'm neutral about it. I don't care.
I think on the Switch 1, Fortnite runs at 30 FPS. Which is awful for a game.
Alright.
Games are supposed to run 60 minimum.
Ugh.
So the fact that Fortnite runs at 30 FPS, imagine GTA 6.
With how the trailer looked, that's gonna look really bad.
It's gonna be so pixelated if they try it, but they won't try it. Cause
it's gonna be like the first Mario game when everything was just blocks.
Yeah, unless they want their console to explode. I don't think that game is gonna be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2.
No, I was just making a joke.
But yeah.
Alright, we're moving on from games.
Right, yeah.
We got... 1, 2... 4 left.
4 left, or we have number 4?
We have 4 left.
Oh, okay.
Like 4 conspiracy theories left.
We're gonna have to drag these out a lot, and we got this.
Well, no, we had a backup plan when we run out, remember?
That's
From
true.
the meeting. Yeah, we have meetings.
There's something specific I want to bring up, too. If we get through all
Conspiracy theories or if we run out?
these. If we get
Okay.
through all these.
Okay, pick one.
What
You have
numbers do we
1, 10, 11, 4.
1.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot!
I believe in Bigfoot. It's very possible that he's out there. I think something like it's out there.
Search up Gigantopithecus.
You're spelling that. I'm not even gonna try and spell that. Hold on. Let me do your tab. You're spelling that, man. No.
So, the Gigantopithecus is a extinct ancestor of the ape, and it's basically Bigfoot. That's the Gigantopithecus. So it's literally Bigfoot.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me put the camera.
So even if
Yeah, I can see that.
Even if Bigfoot doesn't exist now, he did at one point in the form of the Gigantopithecus.
I believe it's very. I think it's something like it could be out there.
I mean, there's no. I imagine so.
I imagine there's something out there that's possibly Bigfoot.
Because a giant ape is not that unbelievable.
No, a huge ape, I would believe that.
I mean, the silverbacks are already massive. So.
Is that a fish? I don't know. It sounds like a fish.
It does sound like a fish. The silverback is the largest gorilla in the world.
Oh.
But there. Yeah, I just randomly brought up a fish, guys. Great whites are really massive.
My bad.
No, you're good. No, silverbacks are like massive. They're massive. When you hear that debate about 100 men versus one gorilla, they're talking about a silverback.
Oh.
Because
who won that fight? Did that fight... Someone ever figure who won that fight?
Who won that fight? Like it was an actual fight that took place?
You know what I mean? Like, did someone ever figure out who would win if that actually happened?
The silverback, 100%.
Nah.
Do you want to debate this?
No.
You agree? Because there's some people who do think 100 men would win. Okay, silverbacks can lift like 2 tons.
Oh, then yeah, we're losing. Yeah, those humans were losing. Never mind.
I think it is. So, like, literally 100 men, if they all came at it at the same time.
They're all dead. Yeah, they're dead. Never mind.
That's all he'd have to do. And we're done for. Even if we tried to hold him down. Well, let's see, 100 men. Each man weighs, we'll say like 150 pounds. That's the average. That's only, well, that's what, 15,000 pounds?
You're the math guy here.
That's 15,000 pounds. So that's only like 7 times what the gorilla could lift entirely.
Yeah, they're dead.
So if we came at it in groups of 10.
You're trying to justify if we can win, or you're justifying our death?
No, I'm saying if we came at it in groups of 10, it could defeat 10 people at a time.
Oh.
So
yeah, we're losing.
I've never understood people who say the men would win in that scenario.
Also, thank you. There's no song stuck in my head. Thanks for that.
What song?
Hold on.
100 men fight one gorilla.
What? No.
I don't know.
This song. You got this stuck in my head.
Oh, gotcha.
You got that in my head.
Why do I have staying alive, staying alive? That's what I'm going to be doing as I'm running away from the gorilla.
Oh, God. Also, is your voice okay? That crack was concerning.
I did that on purpose. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, man.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Back up.
You just yes, she just crucified me. No, did you just perform an exorcism on me?
I'm not qualified to do that.
I don't know what that was, but
it's that. I only know what that is because movies.
Genuflecting. It's called genuflecting.
Okay. Let's not get into that, please. I don't want to go on a rant about that.
No, we're not going to talk about religion or politics on this podcast because I'd rather not get bombarded.
No. No, please, no.
Let's see.
I want to move on. We're still talking about how an ape could kill 10 people at once.
Well, the original thing is Bigfoot real?
Yeah, I think he is. It's
definitely possible.
It's the most possible one on this list, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. So.
Alright. 4, 10, or 11.
4.
Matrix. We're all living in a matrix.
Ooh, this one I will go on a bit of a rant about.
Alright.
You talk first. What do you think of it?
I don't know much about the Matrix other than the one movie I watched, and I barely remember that movie.
The slow-mo bullet dodging?
Yes. That was an awesome scene. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
I know that guy woke up in a pod and his head looked like yours. I did not mean that as an insult. That was just the best scenario I could think of. I did not mean that as an insult. I did not mean that as an insult.
Wow.
I promise. Wow. That was just the best way I could describe it.
No, I mean, yeah, so, do you have something else to say on it?
No, I don't know much about The Matrix other than that movie.
Well, I mean, The Matrix is, do you know what The Matrix is?
Yeah, no.
It's basically a fake reality that's controlled by, like, a higher life, and it's, like, we're living in a digital world. So we're all like NPCs. Like
Is that why you're so good at an NPC voice?
Hey, we're all in a simulation. That's what the Matrix is. We're all in a simulation.
I don't know.
I think we are.
No, of course you do. Why not in there?
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with how horrible life is sometimes for people, maybe.
I don't think anyone's like playing our characters because, well, my life would be interesting to play as, but I don't know if like the average Joe. I don't know if you'd want to play. It'd be like GTA, but you have to follow all the laws. I don't think it'd be a very fun game to play.
Ew.
But in terms of simulation, I do think we're living in a simulation, and the reason why. This is a point brought up by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Of course.
Which was, you know who that is, right? Scientist.
Yeah.
Astrophysicist. Well, he's a lot more. He's a doctor, but he's an astrophysicist.
Mm-hmm.
So he brought this up. We are either the first civilization, and we will make a simulation, or we are the last civilization, and we haven't made a simulation yet. But here's the thing, is that if that first original civilization makes a simulation that is the exact same as life, like you cannot distinguish reality from the simulation, the people in that simulation will eventually make a simulation. And the people in that simulation will eventually make a simulation. And the people in that simulation will eventually make another one. So you have an infinite chain. So the possibility of us being in a simulation is basically infinite.
Yeah.
Because if you have an infinite chain of
Simulations.
Civilizations making simulations, then we have like an infinite chance possibility of being in a simulation. So more than likely, I mean, it's really a 1 to infinite ratio.
Yeah.
So chances are we are in a simulation, and we are the last in a line of simulations waiting to make a simulation. Because eventually we will get to a point where we can make a simulation that's... So, I mean, look at GTA 6. Look at those graphics and everything. We're getting pretty close to being able to make like a lifelike simulation like that. We're still pretty far away from being able to make a universe simulation. Simulation? A universe simulation that is insanely lifelike like that, but it will be possible eventually.
Yeah. Was your speech okay? Because, like, you keep messing up words, and when you texted me, we'll be leaving soon? What?
Let me read it out real quick, because it's... Yeah, I texted her whenever I was on the way here. I said, We X will W Lincoln soon.
Yeah, I thought you were having a stroke. I was so like, what?
No, for some reason my speech today has been super off. It's probably the pain meds that I'm on for my leg.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Because I currently have a giant puncture wound in my leg.
I know. You showed me the picture.
Yeah. And it literally feels like I have a hole in my leg. So I'm on a ton of pain meds.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
to
it.
stop it.
I'm just happy you're not that loopy.
No, I'm not loopy. I'm actually pretty with it today. Pretty smart, as always. But my ego continues to inflate.
Yeah, we know.
So, yeah. But yeah, that's probably why my speech is off.
Alright. Oh, we got 10 and 11.
Are we done with that?
Yes.
Simulation?
Yeah, we're done.
Simulation got
It's okay.
You don't want me saying any more on that?
Yeah, because I don't know if your speech can handle it anymore.
You don't want me ranting out more about that? Okay.
No, thank you. Just 10 or 11, man.
You choose.
Alright, we're gonna go with the pyramid. You were telling me about this one.
The pyramid! Oh, there's multiple conspiracy theories we can do on this one.
The one I remember you telling me was that there's knowledge in there, which it honestly probably is. It's pyramids.
There's knowledge specifically in the Sphinx.
Yeah.
And the reason people believe that is because there's a giant iron trapdoor on top of the Sphinx where they drilled into it to see what was inside, but visitors aren't allowed in or anything.
That's fair.
And so people assume they're hiding something. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate, but before I do, in reality, it's probably just the structure is crumbling. They don't want civilians in there. But to play devil's advocate, there's knowledge in there.
I mean, it would be cool to send like a drone in there.
They have.
Oh, did they not show people what was in there? Boo.
There's alien civilizations living in there. Little ETs waiting to come out.
Little Yodas. Again, it's concerning they can do that.
Little Yodas inside the pyramid.
Oh, side note, I learned Yoda's like 26 inches. And there's like 2 feet.
That was so specific.
Well, yeah, because I looked it up. I can't remember. I think it was like 2 feet.
You learned that Yoda is 26 inches exactly. That's 2 feet 2 inches.
Yeah.
And sadly enough, that's only 3 feet shorter than I. So. So Yoda is about half my height.
So 2 Yodas equals you?
A little bit more, like 2.5 Yodas.
Alright.
It's just really sad that Yoda is half my height about. That's really depressing.
Well.
No, I'm kidding. But.
Back to pyramids.
Huh? Knowledge in the pyramids there are. That was not very good. My voice isn't fully with it right now.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because usually I can do like a full Yoda impression. But right now I cannot. Do or do not.
Is it your pain meds or is it just your voice box? You have a juice box.
I'm out of my juice box.
Oh.
I already sipped it all. I sipped it all like 20 minutes in.
Oh. I lost mine like 3 minutes ago.
But yes, I do believe that there are little Yodas running around the Sphinx. I fully believe that if we...
Okay, man, sure.
I fully believe that if we were to just take apart the Sphinx, a bunch of little Yodas, like cockroaches, would come running out in every direction.
With lightsabers?
With lightsabers. They would be doing the spin tricks, like full-on spinning around people. Beyblade,
I
let it rip.
want to see someone like meme that or animate that so badly now.
Just Yoda Beyblading around the Sphinx.
Yeah, I want to see that.
That's what's inside the pyramids, guys. That's what's inside the Sphinx. Inside the pyramids, aliens, the Anunnaki. That's another interesting one we could go into. The Anunnaki. Have you heard of them?
No.
Alien civilization that was said to like help humans. So like. You know how they say aliens built the pyramids?
Yeah, or Stonehenge?
They're talking about the Anunnaki.
Oh.
So, I guess that's the next conspiracy theory we could talk about, because we still have quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
That aliens built the pyramids. How do you feel about that?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Really? Okay.
Probably.
Wow.
I mean, I believe in aliens. There's no way we're the only living things. No way.
I believe in aliens.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't think they helped humans.
I mean, it's possible.
I think what happened with the pyramids. Here's my thing about the pyramids and why I think humans built it, right?
Did they use pulleys?
Well, they didn't use pulleys because the pulley didn't exist. The lever and pulley didn't exist until Archimedes in Greek times, Greek or Roman times.
That just sounds like Achilles.
But, but I think it was Archimedes. I don't know. But I mean, they had 10,000 slaves.
Oh.
So the thing about people are like, oh, how could they push those 2-ton stones? When you have 10,000 slaves, it's not that hard to believe you could pull a 2-ton stone.
Yeah.
Because that's the main thing is how could they lift it? Because there's also people who say
true.
There's also people who say modern technology can't lift it, which it can't. But the reason modern technology can't lift it is because we have stuff called OSHA violations and safety hazards. And so, the way our vehicles are built, they're not going to be able to lift it because they're not built to lift it. So, do I think aliens helped us? No. I think it was more so just slave labor.
Yeah, good point.
And pulling them on wood sleds and stuff.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah.
Up on, like, ramps.
Yeah.
To build it. The other thing, and the other reason I think that humans built it, when you dump sand or dirt on the ground, what shape does it take?
What do you mean?
It starts wide at the base and then it goes smaller, right?
Yeah.
As you reach the top. If you just like naturally dump sand or something.
Oh, a little cone or pyramid.
Little cone. So when they dump sand, because we learned everything from our environment, right?
Yeah.
Like bowing, for example. Bowing we learned from like apes and stuff because apes bow. Or like.
So we got this from apes.
Yeah.
All right.
Because what? What were you gonna say?
Never mind. I couldn't figure out how to word it.
But yeah, you'll see like if you look at like apes and chimps and like the different tribes and stuff of apes and chimps, you'll see them bow to the person or the ape in charge.
I want to see that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just itching my foot. Are you yawning? Excuse me. Am I that boring?
No.
But what was I talking about? Oh,
apes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna guess what happened was they went, okay, how could we make a large structure and make it structurally secure? Well, you take sand, dump it out, it makes a cone shape that's wide at the base and gets smaller as you go up top. So what are they gonna assume by that? That's probably the most structurally secure thing that nature could think of. Like the most structurally secure like shape that nature could think of. And so they went with that. Because you look all over the world, these cultures that haven't had like any connection with each other, and the same thing across all of them is that they build structures that are wide at the base and get shorter as you go towards the top. So you look at like Mayan temples, wide at the base, get shorter at the top. Inca temples, wider at the base, get shorter at the top. The Egyptians. I think the first ones to not do that were honestly the Greeks. And that's just because they built out of marble, which was a lot. You had to carve shapes out of marble, and so they carved more so fancy because marble came in like cubes whenever they would have it, and so they carved a lot more like fancy shapes and stuff out of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of the Egyptians, I'm gonna guess what happened was slave labor. And they chose wide at the base and short at the top just because that's how nature naturally forms things, is in cone shapes.
All right. That's pretty fair.
Yeah. It's an interesting study to go into. There was also, like, there was the last ice age took a lot of human history and, like, completely ruined it because it eroded everything that was written. So it's something like half of our history is just completely wiped out and we'll never know about it. So, because I feel like a lot of people think that human history just like started at like the Mayans or like the Incas, because you don't really think of the times before that.
Mm-hmm.
You think of like cavemen,
Yeah.
but you don't think of like early civilizations before the Mayans
Mm-hmm.
and after cavemen. But there was like a whole like couple century gap of human history that's just kind of gone because it was wiped out by the Ice Age. So, yeah, that's always interesting. Do I think aliens exist? Obviously.
Yeah.
I guess that's another conspiracy theory we could go into. From what I've studied of the universe, which is quite a lot, as you might know, like, there's no doubt in my mind that aliens exist because humans and all other life on this planet are made up of the most common elements in the universe. I mean, we're made up of hydrogen, we're made up of oxygen, we're made up of carbon. All of these you can find anywhere in the universe. And so the fact that we can be built out of that stuff, and it was so easy for life on Earth to evolve and develop and stuff, out of those materials, like, there has to be life somewhere else because it would be just as easy for them because they have the same stuff to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So they could just as easily be built out of those materials and up from the ground. There is also the case that aliens may just be something really different. So if aliens existed, we might not even know.
Yeah.
Because humans see such a small light level compared to... Because the overall spectrum, you have like infrared, we can't see... Why am I blanking on the different types of light? I don't know, but there's like a whole spectrum that humans can't see light-wise, which is why a lot of animals are a lot better for like predators and stuff because they can see that light that we can't see.
Mm-hmm.
I think snakes are a good example. Snakes can see infrared.
Oh, they can?
Yeah, and so snakes can see really well at night because they can see infrared. But they can also see just completely different than what humans see. So can birds, so can turtles. Like, all of these animals, mainly reptiles, see a lot different light levels. Mammals see most of the same light levels. But obviously, like, dogs are colorblind.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing, too, is, like, with dogs.
Are all dogs colorblind?
Yeah. You know, it's actually kind of cruel, too, because the funny thing is that they're green colorblind. So when you throw a tennis ball, it's the same color as the grass. So it's kind of a cruel prank that we play on dogs because it's the exact same color as the grass.
Well,
that's why they can't find tennis balls sometimes, and they have to like look around for them.
Well, that's a difference from my dog.
What?
He's blind.
Oh, well.
He doesn't have to worry about being colorblind. He's already blind.
Your dog is special.
He has one eye.
He's... How old is he?
Like 16. The only way I know he's a year older than me.
Not gonna lie, I feel like your dog is one day just gonna like Thanos snap into the air.
Oh God! Dude.
I don't want to be rude, but I feel like one day your dog is just gonna like eye off.
He's gonna sprout wings and just fly away.
No, he's just gonna like dust into the air.
Oh boy.
But sorry, that's not nice. Your dog will live a lot longer and be healthy.
I don't know where he is.
I don't know either. I think he distracted me on the first episode of the podcast.
Yeah, he did scare you.
You get a notification?
It's Mouse.
Interesting.
Hold on.
The code names are crazy.
Yeah, we have very odd code names for our friends.
Yeah.
Because we can't really say their names.
Because we're a respectable podcast.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to the last one, which was airports. I can't remember what that one was.
The Denver airport is Illuminati headquarters theory.
Yeah,
This one I actually do believe.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so...
It's not going on a 30-minute rant again.
So first off, I don't know if this is the Denver airport. I think it is. I keep on itching here, and I keep on forgetting I have a bandage on my leg.
Well, that's why it's itchy. It's a bandage.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, there's like a bug on my leg or something. But no, it's just because I have a giant wrap. My leg is wrapped like a cocoon.
Oh yeah, that's how it should be.
So yeah, the Denver airport, I think, is the one that has.
Yeah,
that has. Excuse me, we are in the middle of filming. Thank you.
I'll read that later.
Anyway, you can check your phone.
It's their fault.
You can check your phone.
Stop dying.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one that has the statue out front that's like demonic, and it fell on someone and crushed them, I think. But also, the main thing about the Denver airport is that people talk about how it has tunnels underneath and everything, but I think they forget that all airports have tunnels underneath because the staff have to be able to walk from side to side without being blocked by a giant crowd. So all airports have tunnels, but the Denver airport is interesting because there's like stuff about a demonic statue and it crushed someone and like
Well,
yeah, there's interesting stuff on that. I don't know why it's the Illuminati. I think they just wanted something like generically evil to focus on, and so they just chose the Illuminati. But I honestly have no idea.
I don't know
where
either.
that came from. So whoa. I've had something stuck in my throat this entire podcast episode, and it's really annoying me because you can hear it in the camera, but it also will not
leave.
It will not leave.
You to hit you.
So my voice just sounds like super. I don't know. Okay. Anyways. Denver Illuminati Airport.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
Brother.
We're starting to fall apart.
You are. I'm just listening to you talk.
Well, here, you talk for a bit. I need to refresh my mind, talk about something.
Well,
I gotta check my phone too, anyways.
So how's your day been, brother? How's your day been?
My day has been excellent, I would say. Sorry, my boss texted me.
That's fine.
I set a record in tips last night, so.
Oh, good job. Wait, how much did you make?
$112
Nice.
in tips. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I was like, oh.
$112 in tips, which I will happily take. Once again, I will happily take that.
Won't leave.
I have a feeling that a lot of it was pity tips because I came in limping because I went to work straight after the ER.
Dude, why?
So I got attacked within an hour. I got attacked by the dog, went to the ER, got all like stitched up and everything, all like fixed. I didn't have to get stitches, but all like fixed up, wrapped up and everything. Immediately went into work from the ER while I was like limping.
Dude.
And worked a 5-hour shift because I came in late, but so
dude, why?
I made a record in tips though, probably because they all looked at me and went, "Oh, oh, you should not be working right now."
No, you should not have went to work.
But yeah.
All right. Well, that's all our conspiracy theories.
Yes. Okay, thing I wanted to bring up for the viewers. I don't know if any of you are still watching this, honestly.
Please still be watching this.
Thing I wanted to bring up. Our first episode, all the way back in April 16th.
Oh, it's weird. Oh.
Hit 100 views.
Yay! We got 100 views.
Which I...
Just ignore the demons, okay? Ignore the demons in the other room.
Sorry, from the other room, I don't know what our producers are doing, but from the other room, all I heard was, oh, that was like a perfect replication of that sound, too. That was perfect.
I don't know what they're doing, man.
But
Our producers are weird. We had 100 views. We hit
100 views. That moment was kind of ruined by that, but it's fine. We hit 100 views.
Yeah.
Yes. Yay. I'm so shocked.
That's very surprising.
I'm wondering how many of those were random people and how many of those were people we know.
But, yeah. If one of those is not Mouse, I'm going to be mad.
I'm sure one of them was. I'm going to guess that half of it was people we know and half of it was random.
Yeah. I do hope they watched the entirety of it.
No, they didn't. The total watch time is 10 hours. And it's an hour long.
At least they're watching the video.
So it's either 10 people watched it all the way through, or my guess is that, like, 30 people watched it for, like, 20 minutes.
I mean, they just put on for background. Like, this could be background while they're just doing something. They can listen to us rant.
Yeah. But if 100 people watched it, that means that they watched it for, like, a total of less than a minute each. Which I hope not.
Please, no.
I hope not. Especially for the first episode, because that did actually take some time to get set up and everything.
Yeah.
Just because we were completely new to that.
Mm-hmm. It took, like, 25 minutes for you to realize that the mic was just turned down.
No, not even the mic. My computer was muted.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
For the computer audio, so, like, we weren't hearing any audio. And I totally thought, like, the mic wasn't working. Turns out it was literally just because our computer...
That's yours.
My laptop was muted the entire time.
and yet there were so many bleeps in the first one, just because we were new to it.
Yeah.
The second one we had, like, what, 3?
Yeah, not many.
I think it was, like, 3 or 2. Because the gap between the first and the second, we had time to get used to not saying names.
The first one we had 13.
Yeah, most of them were me. I'll take responsibility for that. That was me.
9 of them were you, 4 of them were me.
Oh.
For the first one, I think.
Yeah, and then the second one, I think I had 1 and you had
I was about to say, I know I had the majority for the second one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because you said our state, which they do not need to know.
Guys, we live in...
Do not give them either of our addresses. I will throw that pillow at you.
Yeah, we don't need random people pulling up.
Yeah, no, I don't want to wake up at 2 a.m. to random at my door.
I'm trying to think of who all guest-wise we have.
We had Gay, Mouse. We had Gay and Mouse. That's all we had those 2.
We had a gay mouse on our podcast.
No! We had gay guy and then Mouse. We had our sibling.
We had Mickey Mouse on our podcast. He started to get a little too touchy with me. I don't know what.
Wrong person.
No, I'm joking. I'm saying because you said gay mouse. I was saying we had Mickey Mouse on the podcast, but he started getting a little too touchy with me, so we had to kick him off. We couldn't have him on.
Yeah, I had to get my bat. I had to get my baseball bat.
I had to get your aluminum baseball bat that you broke my knees with.
Again, dude, where is the evidence for that?
I don't need evidence. Everyone knows you broke my knees with an aluminum.
You just said that out of nowhere because you just caused chaos.
She reached out to me, and she was like, we need to film the podcast. I said, I'm a little busy right now.
I will pull up our text. None of the times did I say that.
And so she said, okay, we'll see about that. And as I was going into work...
I have our text in my phone!
As I was going into work, I see her run up to me with an aluminum baseball bat and go wham right in the knee.
My bat isn't even aluminum. It's just metal.
That's aluminum.
I'm going to throw that pillow at your face. I swear to God.
Now she's threatening to suffocate me.
I said throw it, not suffocate.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to put a pillow on my face.
No, I'm going to throw it at you.
But
I'm not killing you.
But yeah, so I guess I said had. I was talking about guests that we will have on.
Yeah.
I know a couple.
Do I know them?
Sort of.
I know one guest, and then I know your one coworker.
Right.
I know her.
Right. You know them.
Vaguely. I mean, if some of my friends will let me, I can ask them to. I can ask some of my friends.
The other ones, I mean, you do know them.
I know all of them, or have I met them?
You met them.
Oh.
School.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
Girls wanted to come on the podcast.
Oh. Oh, yeah. God.
They would be a fun episode. You can't tell me that would not be a fun episode to have.
Yeah, that would be, but do we know how to contact them?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah, I have the numbers.
Okay, because I do not.
Yeah. I'll contact them about it, because I know one is still...
Demons.
I know one is still somewhat adamant about coming on the podcast.
Alright.
And I think she's going to be very happy whenever I tell her that we booted it back up.
Yeah. Because we're finally back.
Yeah, we're finally back after 6 months. It's been too long.
Yeah.
I feel old.
Technically, the only people who know why we were... Well, they know half the reason we were gone. The other half is private.
Oh, yeah. We'll just leave it up to personal conflicts.
Well, for you, not me. I was just there.
And mainly for me.
I'm about to go check on our producers to see if they're okay at this point. I feel like I should check on them. I'll do it after. But
I think this podcast has been going for an hour and almost 40 minutes.
That's impressive.
I think we're starting to get a little schizophrenic. The voices...
no, there are people in this house.
I know. I think the voices are starting to kick in a bit. Yeah, I feel like we're about to have like an Ebenezer Scrooge moment where a ghost like pops out of the wall in chains and stuff behind us. He's like, Marty! And then yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know.
I think those pain meds are getting to your brain now.
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't think pain meds make you loopy, do they?
I mean, or am I thinking of the stuff they put you on when you're doing teeth and you get really loopy?
That's just laughing gas. Are you thinking of laughing gas?
Maybe.
They did not put me on laughing gas.
Alright.
No, I'm just on Tylenol and then I have antibiotics for it.
Oh.
Right now. But I don't think Tylenol makes you loopy.
I don't think it does.
I mean, something's going on. I think it's more so I've just had a really, like, weird day time-wise because I woke up at 1 a.m.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean you woke up at 1? You got here around 1.
Yeah, I woke up and I was actually sleeping on the street right out there.
I think I would have seen you.
No, I woke up at 1 a.m., went back to bed, woke up at 3, stayed up till like 8 a.m., and then stayed up from there, I guess I stayed up from 3 to like 12, or no, so like 3 to like 10, and then fell back asleep at 10:30. And then woke up at like 11:40, and it was one of those naps that like you wake up and you're just in complete confusion. You ever had one of those?
I think.
You ever wake up and you feel like you're like flashbanged or something, like you don't know what's going on?
I can't remember if I have or not.
It was one of those where I just woke up and I'm like, what time is it? So that's how my day's been. So that's probably why my speech is messed up. I think that's why I texted you, we X will, W, backpacks.
I woke up around like 10 something.
That's late for you.
Yeah, the earliest I've woken up so far is 7. That was just because of my body.
Really?
Yeah, my body's woken me up around 7. I don't know why. I didn't go back to sleep, but...
I want to start up my workout routine again, but...
You have a Band-Aid on your leg. Please wait. Please...
Well, I can still run with it.
You didn't even crouch.
I can still run.
No.
I can still run.
Do not run.
I can crouch. It just hurts to crouch.
Why do you do this? Why do you purposefully do this to yourself?
I'm a masochist. No. No, in reality, it's just... I don't know. I like working out a lot. And I'm kind of upset that I can't go on runs right now. Even though I got mauled by a dog last time I went on a run. No, mauled by a dog is an overstatement. He nipped at my leg. It's a bit more of a nip, but he...
From the picture you showed me, that was like more than a nip.
He nipped at my leg.
I'm not going to show them because A blood
No.
warning.
No.
They don't need to see that.
He's a cute dog.
I don't know why I pictured a big dog to do it.
No, it was a big dog. But he was a cute big dog.
Okay.
He was like a German Shepherd Husky mix.
Oh.
He wasn't a German Shepherd Husky mix, but he looked like one. He was black and white, and he had the pretty eyes that Huskies always have. You know, like the bright blue eyes that they have. He had like those.
So you got attacked by Cupid deadly.
Yeah. It sunk. I have 2 incisor marks.
Oh, great.
It sunk its incisors. I think they're called incisors.
Okay.
The sharp long
canines.
Teeth. Yeah, the sharp long teeth. It sunk those into my leg.
Ew.
But it was running at me from an angle. And so it was running at me.
I'm surprised I didn't get that leg.
No, it was running at me, sunk its teeth in, but it still had momentum going. So it went super deep.
Ow.
Because he was running and he sunk his teeth in at this angle. So as he was running, he sunk his teeth in and then they went super deep because he still had momentum. And then he finally let go and then ran back to his owner. So he only bit me once.
I would hope only once.
It's an awful bite, but...
I would hope once.
Yeah. I know.
The second you told me I got bit by a dog, my fear just kicked in. I was like, oh god, is he okay?
You should have seen the lady who owned the dog because it was so funny. Because she looked traumatized because she came to find me because I was still going on my run. After that had happened, I was still going on around my jog. Because I was like, oh, okay, I still have adrenaline, so it's not going to hurt for a while.
Dude.
So I was just going to continue on my jog.
Oh, my God.
And then I had to stop because I was like, okay, this is starting to hurt. So I stopped and then took my water and poured it on it. And then the lady found me, and she had the most traumatized look on my face. Because by this point, not to get graphic, but by this point, my leg was covered in blood. And so she looked absolutely traumatized. And I was over there chill. You know me. I was over there super chilled out about it.
Yeah, he takes pain like a champ. I don't know how.
I was like, yeah, he bit me. And she was like, okay, we need to go home and tell your parents. And I was like, I can just tell them. I'm not too worried about it. But she was really insistent that she came with me. So we walked home together. And she was telling me about... I mean, I won't reveal any of her personal info, but she was dog sitting for her son.
Oh.
Who was at a wedding. And so I was just asking about the wedding. She was over there with the most traumatized look on her face the entire time because I still had blood especially whenever I started walking, it was gushing. And as we were walking, I was just like, oh yeah, how's the wedding? Yeah, that's a pretty place. That's a...
Yeah, side note, I think one of my dad's cousins got married.
Hey, congratulations. Don't get married, guys.
Says you.
Don't get married.
Says you.
No, definitely do get married. Just, yeah. I mean...
Make sure they're a good person.
Yeah. Make sure they're a good person. That's the main advice.
Yeah.
Just make sure you guys genuinely connect. Because things happen all the time in life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm getting all philosophical. I don't...
This went from conspiracy theories to just life.
Therapy session.
We're not... No.
How have you... How have you been?
I've been living. I've just been chilling, trying
to get through life.
Yep. I've just been really bored because I've only had two interactions with a friend and then this one.
Yeah.
Because all the other times they failed. Planning wise.
Yeah. You don't really live close to anyone either.
My house is 2 minutes away from my house.
Yeah.
And Ben can walk here.
Oh, that's true.
He can walk here.
I forgot he lives right next to you.
Yeah, he's walked here twice.
Oh, that's a good point.
He's not gonna be mad that I've said his name, right?
No.
Okay.
No, that'd be fine.
Alright, and then Mouse lives 3 to 2 minutes away from my house.
I don't think we have anything to bleep so far in this episode.
No, because we can say Gay's name. But I'm still gonna say the fake name just because it's funny.
Ben.
I was like, what is he doing?
I'm going to continue saying his real name.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything to bleep. I think I cussed once at the beginning.
What did you say?
And I didn't catch it.
Well, you know what? Don't repeat it. We'll look back at editing.
I won't repeat it, but it was... I was, like, just saying something, and I think I said dumb.
Oh. I think I know what you mean.
I think so.
We'll check, because always after we're filming, we just go straight to editing, or I watch you edit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I go straight to editing.
Yeah, I just watch and make sure.
And usually we get through about 10 or 20 minutes here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go home and stay up till 4 o'clock because
there's no way you're going to stay up till 4 because there's
kidding.
nothing to bleep. That's impressive. There's actually nothing to bleep. That would be impressive.
I think there will be. But, well, at the same... Okay, so this episode is 2 hours long. So it'll probably take me about... I'm going to have to watch it back.
Yeah.
So that'll be 2 hours at least. With the editing, I'm going to say it'll probably take like 3 hours because there's not much to bleep.
Alright.
So that's really not bad.
And, real quick, hopefully we'll have an intro soon, and it won't just be us clicking the start.
Maybe soon. It might take a while.
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to do it. I want to have an animated intro.
I mean, that would be fun, too, yeah.
Because we tried a live intro, and it didn't really work well.
No. Well, I mean, it was funny, but we had to cut it because...
It was funny, but
because we fired Ben.
Well, it's that, but there was more reasons than that. It just didn't, like, cut together well.
No.
Whenever I tried to...
Should we tell them what it was? Because they didn't see what you brought for that episode.
It was me shooting a Ben. No, it was me shooting a gun.
A fake gun.
A fake gun, but it was me just aiming the gun up at the ceiling and absolutely blasting holes all through.
Yeah, you would have had to pay for that if you did that.
Oh, yeah. Whoopsies. It was Ben with a katana.
And you two came at me with the sword.
We came at you, yeah. I think Ben came at me, too.
Yeah. That was the original intro, but we realized it was kind of stupid.
What did you do?
Other than you two coming at me, I don't think I had my own. I think I forgot to film that. We should probably check, because I don't even remember myself.
Well, I think you didn't really have, like, a crazy... Because you're kind of like the calm anchor of the podcast.
Yeah. I'm nuts, but I try to keep everyone calm.
She's here to make sure that I don't go completely off the rails.
Yeah.
And start
Is that why you asked
someone.
me to do this with you? So you wouldn't go off the rails?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because... Yeah.
The story of how we started this podcast is always funny. If you want to know what that was, watch the first one. Watch the first episode, because we explain.
Yeah.
So
how did it feel to get that random text out of nowhere?
It was like 8 o'clock or something. I was getting ready for bed.
I think it was later than 8.
I was just getting ready for bed. I was in bed, and I just get the text from Owen.
Hey, you want to do a podcast out of nowhere?
My dad was right there, and I asked him hey, would you let me do a podcast with Owen? And then we got in touch with our producers, and here we are.
And it's worked out so far.
Yeah.
I mean, we've subtly upgraded.
Yeah, also, you will never meet our producers. They will remain anonymous.
Yeah.
They're nice people, though.
That's usually how podcast producers are, though.
Yeah.
Usually you don't see the podcast producers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they control the funding, they control...
Technically, you also do the funding, and I have offered to help with funding, because I don't have that much money.
I might get a camera.
Alright.
Because I kind of want higher quality film, because it's very grainy.
Yeah, because if you look at our footage, it's okay, but we would like it to be a little bit better.
It's a little grainy. So I do want to get a camera.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And
we don't have to worry about spacing, because it took us 6 minutes to finally get a decent size, so we were both in the shot.
Right, yeah, that's the other issue, is that right now we're literally using the laptop camera, and obviously the mic is plugged into the laptop and everything.
Yeah.
And so, at the current point, we can't move the laptop too far back because we need the mic here.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it can't be too close or else we're not going to be in shot.
Yeah.
And
Because, like, if you just move it, like, a little bit, one of us is going to be out of frame.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be me.
Yeah. I'm going to turn this on. Does it flash?
Actually, no.
It doesn't flash?
No.
Okay, then we should be good.
Okay. Well, yeah, our new sign, it lights up.
Yeah. And it looks
Here's
amazing.
the sign, by the way. I did the letters.
She did amazing on it.
Yeah. And every day I'll change the little number. Because currently we're at 3.
Sorry, I was moving it out of the way.
It's kind of funny with just, like, the bright light against, like, the orange fireplace we have going on for background.
Yeah, they don't really match too well.
No, especially since you have it fading from yellow to purple, like our banner.
Oh, whoa, it is.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, my parents told me what colors were the podcast, and I told them, so they did it. So they did that.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm. And then the letters they just came with it. So.
That's cool.
Yeah. Also, I better see R.I.P. for our old sign. I better see that.
R.I.P.
Someone better do that, or I'm gonna be upset.
R.I.P. the taped.
Yeah, the tape cardboard.
Taping it to the bookshelf.
That took me like 25 minutes to make. Because I had a design. I had him pick the design because I made 4 concepts.
Yeah.
And I asked him to pick one.
How are we gonna do the animated intro?
I can ask Grandpa to do it if they'll. Maybe.
We should probably explain that Grandpa is a person.
And not an old man.
Not just some random... We're just gonna go out onto the street and find some old man to do this.
Because I know Grandpa can draw. I can technically draw, but I couldn't do anything like that. I know... Bleeping that. You know what? Purple. It's a favorite color. We did it with your girlfriend, we're doing it with her. Purple. So Purple, if you're watching this, your name's Purple in this podcast.
Purple.
Purple can draw. I don't know if they can animate, but I know they can draw. So technically 2 candidates, because I couldn't do half as good as what they can do. You've seen my drawings. I'm good, but I don't think I'm
You're decent.
Yeah, I've gotten so much better than I was back then.
I also just, the art style that you're good at, I don't know if it would match the podcast intro. I kind of want like the more so like animated, like rough sketching.
Oh.
And you're very good at like the fine sketching.
Yeah.
More so. Like the fine geometric sketching.
Mm-hmm.
You're really good at that.
Thank you.
But I want more of like, I'm thinking more for the podcast intro, like rough. Like the.
Then probably Grandpa.
Yeah. That art style.
I'll ask him if he would do it for us.
Yeah, that art style I think matches the best.
If he can't, then Purple's our backup.
Okay. I think that's the art style that matches the best.
Alright.
For the podcast.
I'll see what I can do.
And we had music for it.
Yeah, we got a little... He picked out the music, and it was actually really good.
Although now that I'm thinking about it, it would be really funny if we just found like some random old man and just
please no.
and just had him say like, "Welcome to the RandomOA podcast," and that's our intro for every episode.
Oh, God.
No one knows who it is. Just some random dude. We never ask his name or anything.
It would also be funny if we asked my grandpa, because you know the funniness behind my grandpa. We're not explaining it because I don't know if you want that, but you know the funniness behind it.
Yeah. We could do that.
You know, I probably could. He would probably do it for us. He would probably do it for me. Does it still hurt?
Yeah, I've got a hole in my leg. What do you think?
Well, does it hurt more or less?
Then when?
Than when we first got it.
About the same.
Okay.
It still feels like I have a hole in my leg.
Well, yes, you have a hole in your leg. That's not going to clear up overnight.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny.
You have a hole in your leg? No, that's not.
It's a little bit funny.
Oh my god, dude. For podcast-wise, I think that's pretty good, because we just need to make an intro. That's all we really need.
Yeah.
But that's going to be really fun if I can get help.
Yeah, we still have 6 minutes, though.
Yeah.
Because we won't be able to put the intro in this video.
No, no.
We probably won't be able to for the next, 3 episodes, honestly.
Probably. It depends on how long it would take for me to convince Grandpa, or how long it would take him to do it if he agrees.
we'll probably do like a 30-second intro.
Yeah.
If we're doing it at like 5 frames a second, that's...
Also, before we ask him, we should probably come up with what we want it to look like, or like what we want it to be in it.
Yeah.
So we can probably do that as we're like as you're editing and I'm helping you with bleeps.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, because if it's like 5 frames a second, 5 or 10 frames a second, and it's 30 seconds, it's gonna be like 300 frames.
Ugh.
That's a lot of drawing.
That's a lot to ask.
That's why I'm saying like at least the next 3 episodes, and that's if they're working on it like the whole time. I'm sure they'll be busy a lot.
Yeah,
of the time.
and we can just reuse that.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to reuse it because we're not doing a different intro every time.
Oh yeah, no.
No, that's too much.
No, I want like a dedicated intro that we put at the
Yeah.
beginning of every episode, just to give our audience something to like come back to that they know.
You know, it'd be really fun. They do like the fully animated, but the last screen is something made by you and me. Like the last frame that they see before they see us is something we made.
Like drawing wise, or
yeah,
just
like drawing wise. That'd be really fun.
We could do that. Oh, like the
like we just have a random OA podcast like drawn by like made by us. So at least we're part of the intro.
Oh, have like the name of it.
Yeah,
right now,
like have the name of it. Like they do the drawings, but we do the title screen.
That could be fun. Yeah.
Because we need to contribute.
The audience gets a little like behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. That'd be fun to do a behind the scenes video, like how we do this.
Of our of how we film this. I mean,
that'd be fun. I mean, it's not.
It's not that hard.
No. I mean, anyone can do it if they have a laptop and a mic.
I would literally... I mean, most laptops have a mic. It's not good, but... Like, I would honestly recommend... If you want to start a podcast, but you don't know how, like... Download OBS Studio, and it will walk you through exactly how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And... Yeah, I mean, anyone can do it.
Yeah, because, I mean...
Even if
I don't know anything about technology, and I'm somehow doing this.
Even if you just have your phone. Literally just set your phone on record, and then you can upload that.
Yeah.
You can literally just upload that video. I don't know if you'll be able to edit it much, but, like, literally just set your phone on record for, like, an hour talk.
Mm-hmm.
You can use your phone's mic. That's usually pretty good.
Yeah, because I've recorded videos on my phone.
And then take that and just upload it to YouTube.
Yeah.
And you've got your podcast. So... Yeah, I mean, it's really not hard to do a podcast.
No, this wasn't too hard once we figured it out.
And it's also a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Like, this is a lot of fun to make.
It's a lot of fun making plans. I really can't wait until we have, like...
a guest or a special.
Well, like, a guest, yeah, but, like, where we do, like, live episodes. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, my God, that's going to be fun.
Because once I get a camera...
raw. Because that's really raw. That's just raw chaos. And if we do lives, we're going to have to be so careful.
Yeah, live episodes, but also vlogs.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And we can't use our producer's web camera. Remember that our producer showed us that?
Well, I'll have an actual camera by then.
Well, yeah, but, like, if we ever like, want to vlog, if we don't have a camera, yeah, we can just use that.
Yeah, no, vlogging... That's probably what I'm most looking forward to, just because there's so much you can do, like, artistically.
Yeah.
And stuff with that whenever it comes to cinematography.
You have your permit. If you get... You could just, like, drive us around.
I'll have my license in 15 days.
Nice. Oh, so technically you could just drive here now for the podcast.
Yeah.
Does that mean legally you could, like, drive me to a place?
Yeah.
You know what? You're one of the few people I actually trust behind the wheel.
You shouldn't. I'm an awful driver.
Out of all of our friends, I trust you and Purple the most with the car.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Ben I kind of trust. I said kind of.
Maybe. But yeah, vlogs are what I'm most looking forward to.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Especially, like, the special, like, doing the drifting in Tokyo and the, like, the drifting in Japan and the driving a tank and all of those. If this ever takes off. Mm-hmm. Because...
So, yeah, if you want to see my brother drive a tank or him drift, as I probably am going to get sick.
There's so much you can do with those shots. That's why I love them. Because here... there's not much I can do with this, like, cinematography and, like, artistically.
Yeah.
Because it's just, like, we're just sitting in front of a screen.
Yeah, and chatting.
But, like, let's say we do a vlog. You know, if I get a drone, you can have, like, drone shots.
Oh,
you can have,
that's
like,
gonna be awesome.
wide shots. You could have... I could have pictures of just, like, behind the sunset and everything.
Oh, nice.
There's so much you can do cinematography-wise.
Mm-hmm.
And I also thought about vlogging in, like, the old, early 2000s style. Where it's, like, the... Why am I blanking on what it's called? I don't know. Like, old tapes and stuff, how they have, like, the graininess over them. I thought about doing that style as well for some of them.
Maybe.
Like, if we ever go to, like, a skate park or something.
I don't know how to skate.
Well, that's why it would be fun.
But if I fall, you're helping me up.
But yeah, that's what I'm most looking forward to for the future of the podcast.
That would be a lot of fun, yeah. But for now, we're just gonna do these types, guests, and then a special every now and again.
Yeah.
For now, until we can get a camera, and then when we're both old enough. You're pretty close. I got a little bit.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
15.
I'm gonna be 16 this year.
Stop making me feel like an old man.
I'm already feeling old!
Honey!
My knees pop like every other day, man.
I've got half a year until I'm an adult.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Don't feel like it. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright, you ready to end? Say goodbye?
We can if you want. We can also just keep going.
And do what?
I don't know. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, but like, I feel like we're running out of things to talk about.
You think so?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Aww.
What?
I saw your background. On your phone. Because mine's very generic. Or, not generic, I changed it.
Yeah. Can you send me your address? My mom needs it.
Okay.
And I honestly forgot where you live, even though I'm at your house.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to dig in my phone I have a picture of my address. I'm going to dig for it. Just got looking at my camera. I came across some of the blackmail I have on you. The amount of blackmail I have on him is ridiculous, and he knows half of it. I gotta scroll a while just to find my address. It's very deep in my phone.
It's very deep.
Well, yeah, I don't... Wait, I took a picture of that, not that, a long while ago.
Ha!
What?
I'm the favorite co-worker.
Oh, good job.
Tammy said, shout out to Owen. After a trip to the ER for a serious dog bite, he showed up on our busiest night of the week and crushed it with a record of $112 in tips.
Woo!
I seriously couldn't have done it without him. Thank you, Owen.
Aww. Oh, there it is. Found it.
Chase said Pizza King Legend.
Yeah.
I don't mind mentioning their names.
Alright, again, don't show my address, please.
Yeah.
Please.
My other coworker said, yes, queen.
Yes, queen!
That sounds like, yeah.
That sounds like something, oh god, I can't think of a name right now for that person. I'm gonna write down their name. I need your help coming up.
One of my other coworkers said Pizza King Hall of Fame worthy right there.
So you said Slay Queen, I thought of them. I thought of them.
Oh!
I don't know what we would call them.
Okay, let me send this to my mom.
Why does your mother need my address? Oh. I guess she needs to pick you up.
She's picking me up. I ain't got a license yet. Okay.
Yeah. Did she not already have it because she's picked you up before? Or did she lose it?
What?
Did your mom lose my address? Did she lose it?
She probably just doesn't want to dig through her phone for it, so she made you.
I'll do it. I don't care.
Where do you think I get it?
Did you ever find password from the meeting? Did you ever find it?
For what?
Remember you looking for the password for
to the RandomOA podcast?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Guys, I should probably mention. I kind of forgot we're still going. I should probably mention. if we get logged out of the account, I don't know any of the passwords for any.
Why didn't you write it down?
I don't know any of the.
Dude.
So I'm going to have to resend the.
You're gonna have to dig through dig through your phone and find it. Cause didn't you say you texted it to me?
Yeah, I think so. In case you ever needed to get into it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did. I don't know why you'd have to get into our podcast account.
No, I don't think I could. The only way I look at it is if I go on my iPad and look it up.
Yeah, the channel analytics. I don't think you're really interested in seeing the channel analytics too much. We hit 100 views at April 16th, and I don't think we've had a single view on that episode since.
No.
Which is kind of crazy, but I'm guessing what happened was that YouTube stopped recommending it because we stopped posting, and YouTube really cares about consistency. I talked about this a lot on the first episode, so I won't dive into it too much.
We did try to be consistent, but again, your life happened.
A lot of crazy stuff happened.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna get to because of your personal life.
I won't, but
if you look back at I think our second episode, you deleted one of the comments. So if you remember what it was, good for you.
I deleted a comment?
I think you did.
The one from Ben?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, if you know what it was, good for you.
Yeah. You had to call me out like that. I see how it is.
It was funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to end it.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything that's going on.
We have like 2 hours. 2 hours, 6 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah, so yeah, if you want background ranting, here you go.
Future of the podcast. Very exciting.
Woo! Should
be consistent. Mm-hmm. Got a schedule.
Yeah.
We kind of have a budget now, but don't get too ahead of yourselves there.
No.
But I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. Hope you all have a nice day. It is this one, right? Or do I hit this?
No, don't hit that.
All right.
I can. Thank you guys so much for watching the RandomOA podcast. If you liked it, just leave a like.
Please. Please just like our videos.
If you want to subscribe, it would be nice to have more people coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it helps us out a lot. And if you want to see us grow and get a higher budget and be able to do more with this podcast, and especially vlogs, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
And tanks.
And tanks. That's where we're going to end it.
Bye.
If you want to see tanks, comment. Okay.
Yep.
We will see you all later.
Bye.
On the next episode of the RandomOA podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.